Hello watch lovers, this is Raul and today we'll try to repair the SEIKO Lord Matic 36000. I created this video using a special technique called stop motion, where objects are moved in small increments and photographed frame by frame. Every second of this video is made out of 12 frames, so get ready to see watch parts come to life and move on their own. Going back to the watch, in the late 60s the watchmakers were competing in creating the first 10 beats per second caliber. Before, the standard was 5. The beats are the ticks and the talks that you are hearing on a mechanical watch. Girard-Perregaux was the first brand to do such a movement, followed closely by SEIKO with the Lord Matic 36000, which is actually this watch, and that's why this watch is so special. 36,000 comes from how many times it beats per hour, and your guess was right, it is 36,000 times. Higher beats per hour lead to better accuracy. There are less external forces interfering on the balance wheel due to the higher rotation speed. Of course, there is also a downside. There is a higher tension in the powertrain and therefore higher wear and tear. Now let's go back to the watch. The dismantling is not so difficult, but as I found at the end, the third wheel is completely broken. This is the pinion of the third wheel that is completely separated from the wheel itself, so I will have to replace it. This is an overview of the parts of this caliber. On top of the third wheel, I also had to source a mainspring as it was also broken. Luckily, this movement is not so rare in Japan, so I could easily source them online. Now it's time to put the watch back. Of course, I thoroughly cleaned it using the ultrasonic cleaner and IPA. I also used different types of oil and grease such as DX Paste, Mobius D5, 9010 and 9415 oils. Now I'm putting back the train of wheels bridge. I worked a lot on vintage SEIKOs and most of the time it is easy to put it back. They have a smart design and tight tolerances. And now the moment of truth. I applied the 9415 on the pallet fork jewels and fixed the balance wheel. And it works like a charm. Moving to the dial side, I'm putting back the keyless works parts. For this watch it is quite simple, as it is a no day date, it doesn't have a hack nor automatic winding. So less springs and parts to jump around. Nonetheless, you can't lose focus when you are repairing a watch. Any minor wrong move can lead to a disaster. So try doing everything as slow as possible. Or you can learn how to teach your parts to move by themselves as I'm doing. Time to put the dial back. It has some damage here and there, but it still looks nice. It is the standard SEIKO Sunburst dial that it can be found on various SEIKOs, King SEIKOs and Grand SEIKOs. On the other hand, the crystal and case are in a quite rough shape. I replaced the crystal with a new one as it had some cracks that couldn't be polished away. The outer ring that should press on the crystal is also broken, but I leave it as is for the moment until a junk case will be for sale.
Good job.
And now the final result. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next one.